And with the height of this hurricane season just around the corner, now is a good time. In fact, what better time than to prepare for the big one?
Exactly. The last hurricane to move through our area was Wilma back in 2005. Can you believe that?
It's been a while, yeah.
Paul Mueller is live along Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa. And Paul, you talked to a lot of folks, some on our Facebook page, some on Twitter, even on the street. Are people prepared or not?
The haunting images of hurricanes past, destruction, devastation, as far as the eye can see. No one knows when we expect the next hurricane to hit our area, but Wilma sure gave us a beating back in 2005. But have we learned from the past? Joanna Marinello lived through Hurricane Charlie in Fort Myers.
I know what it's like to be without power for 2 weeks.
That's why every year she's ready for the worst.
One of those things that it hasn't happened in a while, so you kind of forget, but it's nature and it can happen any day.
The complacency is the norm.
Our Chief Meteorologist Steve Jerve has kept you safe for years, but he fears many will have trouble surviving the next storm.
About 90% of the people probably are not even aware or prepared for a tropical storm or a hurricane in the state of Florida. That's just my estimate.
Karen McCormack of Tampa moved here after Hurricane Wilma.
How long ago did you move here?
2009.
Yeah?
So I haven't been through it yet.
Yet?
J.B. Cordell of Lowe's says people aren't stocking up like they used to.
Nobody really wants to go invest thousands of dollars on something that might happen, but when it does happen, again, better safe than sorry.
Joanna says she has learned her lesson.
And if you're not ready at all times, then you're kind of in trouble.
Now, the guy at Lowe's had plenty of generators, flashlights, batteries, everything really on hand, Keith, to sell in case of a hurricane. Thing is, he told us people will buy these things, but only, he said, at the last minute.
But it's so wise to be prepared early on because you don't want to be in there fighting with everybody else and the prices and all that you're worried with. And you mentioned a 20-foot storm surge. What does that actually mean in terms of, height and so forth? Talk a little bit about that, Paul.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people have trouble understanding that. So I want to give you an illustration, Keith. Take a look at the Platte Street Bridge right there. It's got the amber, the yellow lights underneath it. If this hurricane were to push all of that water into Old Tampa Bay, essentially the Platte Street Bridge would be covered underwater. And it could be even more dangerous than that.
A lot to think about, scary to think about at times. Thank you, Paul Mueller, with a good reminder, live along Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa tonight.